enough during camp for everybody there, just given the growth that we've seen over the last few years, and practice squad guys, and with the shorter term on IR possible now, we have more guys that are here working out versus being done for the year. So these are some concept plans that we're working through. That'll be started as soon, as I said, as soon as we finish the strength and conditioning room, and then we're hoping we can get that done early in the 2024 season. And then related, you guys have probably seen just on the other side of this door, as part of the construction design of this building, we did expand our dining room capabilities last year. So that was something we've been working on for more than a year in the construction of this room, this building studio. We will be doing some back of the house things also in our dining area to increase our cooking capacity, and just exciting things like storage and things like that, but things that we need for just the growth that we've got up here. So that's the overview.
All right, one note just before we open questions, we will send Dave Beggs out of these ringers too, to everyone. So questions for Greg?
I guess, well, Greg, at what point did you guys decide that this was necessary?
Well, there's different phases of it, Michael. So the dining room, as I mentioned, we've been looking at when we started designing this. Spence probably 2 years ago. The dining room expansion was part of it. We knew we wanted to make that bigger, so that started probably a couple years ago. And then I would say really in earnest last summer is when we knew we wanted to do these other two projects. This building was built in this campus in 2000, and so some things I didn't touch on, like our coach's locker room is going to be nearly doubled as well. The staff sizes that we have now versus in 2000 are so much more. So we've got probably just downstairs in the football area, probably about 30% more people, coaches, staff, players on a daily basis than we did back in 2000. But when some of those changes that were made during COVID, like I mentioned, the practice squad basically doubling, those became permanent, and so we weren't sure that that was going to happen at the time. So probably, started looking at it in 21, and then 22 is when we decided. So Mr. Blank approved all of this back October kind of time frame of last year.
So obviously you were in a different role then. How much of a hand did you have in this? And was this kind of, I'm assuming you obviously knew it was happening. Like, how much of this got dropped on your plate? You said, hey, you have to deal with this, versus you were already involved?
I was pretty much already involved in it, just given, the part of my role I had previously as well.
And the total cost?
So this is going to be in the probably $25 to $30 million range. We're still working through the budget as we're finalizing the design, but it'll be in that ballpark.
What are some of the key aspects of the design that you guys wanted to make sure you maybe implemented, knowing what was kind of here in the past?
Sure. On the strength and conditioning, the big thing is space, and so we'll have a mezzanine in there that we're going to put all of our cardio equipment, and so kind of get that up. It's also going to be a nice thing for our staff that'll be able to use that without being in the way of football and players. And then we're also going to have a few other things just to make workouts and things more efficient. So we've got a turf area inside for some sled work and things like that. So instead of having to transition outside, back inside, outside, back inside, the staff's going to be able to do things a lot more efficiently in the space. And then just aesthetically, it's going to be, really cool with some big roll-up doors, and, probably 9 months out of the year here, it's nice enough where we can keep those open and guys can come in and out easily. So those are some of the key things.
As you think about a longer range master plan, is there anything else on the campus that you, in your mind or on paper, you think this is the next thing we want to address?
Yeah. Yeah, Josh. I think I said at the beginning, like this is really a theme that we've been working on. So in 2020, probably some things that are less visible to you guys. We had some pretty big projects to redo our training room and a whole new wet area. We made some upgrades in our indoor facility at that time, several $1 million that year, even during COVID, which was difficult to get some construction things done during that time. And then the next year we built the Emory Orthopedic and Spine Center next door, which is open to the public, but for us, it's really been a game changer on the football side. When our guys need imaging or need examination, we've sort of got a VIP back door that we can go in and get things done right there. So Jake File and the staff love having that. We used to have to, drive guys up to Gainesville just to get a X-ray or MRI. So that was a big change in 2021 that's helped our football team and the community. And so this studio obviously was the next big thing we did in 22, and so now this project. So yeah, Spencer and I are already taking a look at some other things that we'll have to run up the flagpole and see, but it's again something we want to continue to get better every year, and the facilities are a big part of that. So I'm sure there'll be more things in the future.
Was the NFLPA report card, I guess, the best way to put it, that play
Yeah.
any role? It sounds like some of this was, a lot of this was happening before. Did that play any role into some of the things that maybe you are adding to this or tweaking with this?
Yeah. As you mentioned, you're right, Mike, that we were already in the process of addressing these things. So the things that came up in the NFLPA report card from a facility standpoint, we agreed with, because we were, as we said, we were already addressing those. So we knew that the dining area and the locker room and strength and conditioning areas were things that we wanted to improve. So we agreed with those. Coach has had some players involved and reviewed plans with them and got input from them, but directly the scorecard itself wasn't an impetus for it, but obviously related, and we agreed with the areas that the players pointed out.
Do you think something like this is more of a selling point, or can be more of a selling point, like this next door to players that come in and see these?
I think it can be. That's not why we're doing it. We visited some college facilities like UGA and Clemson, and it's just crazy what those programs are doing now from a facility standpoint, and they definitely have to do that to keep up. So it's a little bit different with us, that without we don't have that same motivation and requirements, but we know that players look and want to make sure that the owner and the team is taking care of the players and putting them first, and from that standpoint we hope it's beneficial.
Flower Branch is pretty far from Atlanta, and I guess there was conversations about moving the practice to Atlanta. Does this kind of put all that to rest when you guys are up here for a while?
Yeah, I've heard some questions and speculation on that from time to time. We've never entertained going anywhere else, and Flowery Branch is a city we have a great relationship with, and Hall County. So this facility has worked great for us over the years, and so yeah, I would say we're investing tens of millions of dollars more here, and so just solidifies our commitment and partnership with the area here.
And I know we really haven't talked to you. How's the first 6 months been on the job for you?
It's been good. I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like I'm doing one job instead of two. So after doing one for a long time and transitioning out, it takes a little bit of time. But I feel like we're starting to hit our stride. It'll be different when we get to the season, a whole nother round of things. But it's been a good transition.
I'd like to circle back to the Germany marketing deal, and why there? Why y'all felt like that was something you wanted?
Sure. Yeah, we're excited, first of all, just about the overall global markets program that the NFL has. And just long-term, Josh, international for us as a league is a huge growth opportunity. And so when we take a look at just the demand that's been there, we've now as a league played over 100 regular season games overseas, which first time I heard that number shocked me a little bit, even though we've been obviously around and involved in many of those. But the demand, if you look at Germany, for example, last year, the first game there, Tampa Bay and Seattle, for a stadium that holds, I think it's 55,000, there were 2 million ticket requests for that one game. So it's a market that has a lot of demand. But for us specifically, I would say there's a few things that drove us to apply for Germany and choose it. They already have a pretty sound flag football program there. There's about 30,000 participants already in Germany. And flag football for us is really just a key initiative to help grow the game. So we're obviously involved in it here in Georgia. Our team helped to make it an official sport here in high school girls flag football. We're hoping to have over 250 schools that officially are in GHSA in girls flag football this year. We're doing some things tomorrow in Alabama to help kick off a flag football field there, and also in Montana. So it's a big thing in what we do. So the fact they already had a starting point there that was pretty solid, we hope to keep growing that there. Germany has the second most U.S. military bases, and that's another key initiative for our community outreach. And so it's a natural extension of what we're already doing with our support for the military. In fact, we'll have a coach and some other folks in Germany next week as the tail end of the USO tour. So it'll sort of be our first official event in Germany. And then lastly, we have a lot of great partners that are very active already in Germany. Obviously Mercedes-Benz and others that it's big hubs for them. So Delta, FedEx are all major great partners with us, and they're doing big business in Germany. So all those factors together really what led us there.
Anything else? All right, thanks guys.
Okay, thank you guys.